The bill that we're going to be talking about today is quite possibly the worst gun control bill I've ever laid my eyes on, and keep in mind, I live in the state of California, and I've read the assault weapon ban, I've read the magazine ban, I've read the ammo bans, I've seen it all. This is quite possibly the worst bill that I've ever seen presented when it comes to diminishing your Second Amendment rights. Keep in mind, this does not remove your right to keep and bear arms. This merely removes the protections that would be placed on it by the Second Amendment. So we're going to be talking today about HR127. I'm going to have links down in the description to both the bill text. I'm going to have a link down in the description to firearmspolicy.org where you can read more about it. After this video goes uploaded, I am going to be live on Twitch, twitch.tv/Reno May. I'm going to be going through reading the bill text more in full and kind of having conversations with you guys if you want to join in that conversation. And if you have any questions, we can kind of figure it out over there. So let's talk about HR 127. So the website that I'm looking at right now is firearmspolicy.org. And this is their kind of webpage specifically for this bill. We spoke about this bill kind of in a group of bills about a week or two ago, and at the time, the bill text was not in there. If we looked up here, we went to text, and nothing was here. It said pending upload. So it seems as if this was quite possibly even worse than we could have thought. Do I think this could pass? Absolutely. This could pass. With the Democrats having the House, Senate, and presidency, this would be the best possible time for them to pass something like this. I'm very hopeful that we will be able to pull together, and really, we need the same energy that we had with the brace ban. We need that same energy here. We need people contacting their legislators. Regardless of whether or not you live in California, I will be contacting my Congress critters, my lizard overlords, and I will be telling them to oppose this. And now, here's some of the points that you're really going to want to know. This is going to require licensing, background checks, insurance, mental health checks, a whole bunch of different steps along the way to prevent you from being able to keep and bear arms. Now, keep in mind that, for someone like me, for someone like a lot of you, you might be financially stable and you might think to yourself, hey, what's so bad about all that? I get that your point of view might be different from me, but think about the single mother or just the underprivileged person who maybe doesn't have the income required, maybe doesn't have the free time to spend the training hours and the money on that training to actually afford this. It would require $800 for firearms insurance from the government. A lot of guns that are marketed towards people that don't have as much money, like the Taurus, the High Points, the cheaper options out there. I mean, hell, this Glock right here with the flashlight on it costs $800 or less. So for them to require someone to pay $800 for insurance, that's really not my cup of tea. The required training, yes, it sounds great to require training. You might think, hey, if people are more trained, maybe less people will accidentally hurt themselves or others with firearms. Maybe they won't get in as much trouble. But what you got to think is that not everyone can afford to train in the same ways that you might be able to or I might be able to. And putting these requirements that require 24 hours of firearms training, a lot of people that truly need firearms, chances are in my life, I will never need this gun. I will never need any of the guns. I will never need the body armor, the gas mask, all the other stuff that I enjoy having. But the people that live in Chicago, LA, San Francisco, or just generally poorer areas or areas with high crime rates, they might not be able to afford the time or the monetary input that would be required by bills like these. In addition to that, it's going to be taking away what guns you can and cannot own and requiring you to get licensing to possess large capacity magazines and your assault weapons. Now, if you look at what assault weapons are defined as with California and New York, it's basically just a normal firearm that looks different. For example, in the state of California, this AR-15, perfectly legal, but if I remove the fin grip, that would make it illegal. If I removed the muzzle brake and put a flash hider on it, that would make it illegal. If I put a little doohickey at the front where I can grab it like this, that would be illegal. But if I can grab it like this, that's legal. If I can grab it like that, that's still maybe legal. I could put a bipod on this, still legal. But if I can grab it like this, illegal. There are so many things that are just completely arbitrary that would be criminalizing the actions of normal, hardworking Americans. This bill will hurt people. Whether or not someone is going to come door to door to take your guns, that's up for debate. But what this law is going to do is think about how many people don't watch videos like this. Think about how many people you have in your life that own a firearm that might be affected by a ban like this, but isn't constantly staying up to date with people like Guns and Gadgets, Armed Scholar, or me, Johnny B. Think about all the people that don't obsess about gun culture like you and I do. Those are the people that are going to be hurt, and those are the people that we need to make aware of this. There are so many people out there that own firearms that are just simply unaware of the consequences that are about to be in front of us. This is huge. The state is going to be giving full control over how they go about doing this registration process to the Attorney General, who's most likely going to be an anti-gunner. That is not something that you want. Ultimately, what I'm asking you today is to take the 10 minutes it would take to send an email to your congressman, to your senator, to your local representatives. Just do something, please. And if that's too much to ask, share this video, share Guns and Gadgets video, share it on Facebook, send it to a friend, text it to someone, whatever it is. Let them know. We need people to be aware of this. We need the exact same energy we had with the brace ban. Forget about the whole, I don't want to send my information to someone because I'll be on a list. If you're not on a list, you're doing it wrong. Get better. This is important. We need to fight this. I'm going to be live on Twitch immediately after uploading this video, and we can continue this discussion, and we're going to read through the bill text together. I know that's very riveting stuff. I am sorry about the noise in the background. I am 3D printing some freedom right now, I guess. So if that bothers you, I apologize. Do me a favor, double check that you are subscribed. If you have been unsubscribed, please let me know. That has been something that has been happening a lot lately with YouTube. So do me a favor, double check, like, subscribe, all that stuff. I appreciate everyone's support. Links in the description to these bill text and Firearms Policy Coalition's website. If you want to support the channel, I got merch, I got a subscribe star, but anything helps. I appreciate your support. You guys know the drill. Have fun, be safe, stay dangerous. Peace.